Hello CLAT aspirants, I hope you're all studying well and doing fine. See, CLAT is not even a month, from today. So understanding this, that we have our CLAT 2024 examination coming very soon, I have for you all a very small surprise. Now the surprise is 10 most important current affairs topic that you must not miss. Now the surprise element to this is that I will give you 10 most important umbrella terms, okay? 10 most important terms under which there are multiple topics that we have studied regularly on the daily reels or daily YouTube shorts that we keep posting. So let's begin. Now the first umbrella term or the first topic is science and technology. Now this year India has achieved or India has had a remarkable achievement under the field of science and technology. What have we seen? We have seen the launch of Chandrayaan 1, 2, 3, basically Chandrayaan 3. We have also proposed this idea of Chandrayaan 4. Likewise, talking about this, we have also seen Aditya L1. We have seen Gaganyaan, we have seen project of Nisar, and then talking about Chandrayaan 4. So for Chandrayaan 4, we are seeing a collaboration of India and Japan. So please make sure that you're knowing about all of these topics. Coming to the second part, that is arts and culture. This year in our CLAT's syllabus, we have seen art and culture as a new topic is emerged. As a new topic under our syllabus has been added. So what do we mean by this? We have seen the growth of art and culture and different news with regards to this. What are these? Some of them might be the craft bazaar, the very famous craft bazaar that was seen in the foyer of G20, that is Bharat Mandapam. So please have a look at this. Likewise, the International Coffee Conference symbolizing the growth and export-import availability of coffee. Likewise, talking about this, the adding of under UNESCO's World Heritage Site, the Hoysala Temple or Santiniketan. Similarly, the World Tribe Day. Talking about the third important point, that is the global indexes. We have seen India's ranking under multiple such indexes. Now to give you an explanation of the few, the first one is the Global Terrorism Index. Of course, the first rank is given to Afghanistan, so please make a note of all of this. Likewise, the Global Hunger Index and the Henley's Passport Index. These indexes play an important role and we have seen that in our CLAT exam, they are generally asked. So please make a note that you're reading about all of this. The fourth point or the fourth important keyword or important topic is international organizations or global platforms. Now, what do I mean by international organizations and global platforms? Organizations like NATO, ASEAN, BRICS, SCO or G7, all of these are important bodies, important organizations where India had been a part of the meetings or India had visited various places. So please make a note of the declarations, the minutes of the meeting and what all had happened during these summits or during these meetings. Now talking about the fifth point, that is the international issue. Now what do I mean by international issue? This year we have seen a lot of disturbed situations between India and some other countries. So please make a note that you're reading about the China-Taiwan issue or the India-Canada issue or the India-China issue. Likewise, the India-UAE CEPA issue. Similarly, the Iranian crisis or India-Sri Lankan island issue. Please make a note that you're reading about all of these international issues because they are directly connected for your exam. Now talking about the sixth important term or sixth umbrella term, that is the government schemes. Now what do I mean by these government schemes? This year we have seen the Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, which was declared or which was there in the news for a good number of time. So please read about this. Likewise, the Swachh Bharat mission which has been a part of your CLAT exam for many times. So please read about all of this. Similarly, the Atal Innovation Mission, likewise the Namami Gange project, likewise the intensified Mission Indradhanush. Mission Indradhanush otherwise is very famous, but this year we have also seen the intensified Mission Indradhanush. So please read about this. And lastly, the Make in India project. Again, all of these topics are generally covered and asked in your CLAT exam. So please make a note of all of this. Coming to the seventh point. What is this seventh point? It is talking about the national issues or the international and internal discussion. So national issues and internal discussions are what? The famous G20 summit. India's pride this year was G20. So please make a note that you're reading about G20 at its whole. All the meetings that had taken place year long, likewise the 2 important days. So please read about all of that. Similarly, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, the Amrit Kal of Azadi, starting from 2021 and culminating in this year. So please read about all of this 2-year span, whatever had happened during this period. Likewise, talking about this, we saw 2 important train accidents, that is the Balasore accident and the Andhra Pradesh train collision. So please read about that. Similarly, talking about this, we saw the Manipur crisis. Please make a note that you're reading and making notes of this. Likewise, India's first dengue vaccine. Then talking about this, the Gallantry Awards. I had explained these Gallantry Awards in one of our YouTube shorts as well. So please make a note and start reading about the Gallantry Awards. Similarly, Cyclone Biparjoy. What is this cyclone? Who gave the name? Where did it occur? And are there any more cyclones that are predicted? And lastly, the very famous Central Vista Redevelopment Project. Please make a note that you're reading about all of these topics, understanding the national news or internal arguments or internal issues. Talking about the 8th event or the 8th umbrella term. Now what is this? These are anniversaries. Every year, remember, the dates like 5-year anniversary, 10 years, 25 years, 50 years or 75 years play a very important role for our CLAT studies. So this year we saw 75th anniversary of the Operation Polo. Likewise, we saw 25th anniversary of Kudumshri and the mission of Pokhran 2. Similarly, we saw 5 years anniversary of PMJ scheme. Likewise, 8 years of Jan Suraksha scheme. And likewise, 25th anniversary of India-France strategic partnership. And lastly, we saw 30 years of Project Elephant. We saw all of these certain questions that were asked in your SimClats as well. So please read about these topics and go in depth about the anniversaries as well. So coming to the next point, that is our media and news. Now understanding media and news, we saw that last year there were some questions in your CLAT exam that were asked with regards to media controversy or specifically with regards to a YouTuber's controversy. Now understanding this, please make sure that you're reading about the World Press Freedom Index. Likewise, the growth of ChatGPT and artificial intelligence, and similarly, its rise of data protection in India. Now, while we are reading all of this, it is important for us to understand the whole dispute between Twitter and Threads. Likewise, read all the YouTube controversies that had taken place this year. And lastly, how the Indian journalists this year were caught under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act of the year 1967. Please make a note of all of this. Coming to the last point, that is climate change. Every year we see that in our CLAT exam, we have one exclusive passage with regards to climate change, with regards to health, with regards to environment. So how can we not read about this? Please make sure that you're reading about the climate change, Stockholm Summit, Earth Summit and the Kyoto Protocol. Likewise, you're reading about the whole Northern India's or Delhi's climate change issue. Similarly, please make a note that you're reading about all the earthquakes that had happened near to India as well as at other places. Recently, we saw the Nepal earthquake as well. So please read about this. And lastly, the famous United Nations Climate Change Conference that will happen during the time of your CLAT exam. So please read about all of this. Coming to the last part of our YouTube video, what I want to say is please make sure that you're reading the all 10 umbrella terms, all 10 important pointers and the topics discussed under these. And I will see you in the next video. Till then, like, share and subscribe. Bye-bye and all the best.